What is up? What's up? What's up, YouTube man? We're gonna do episode 2 of my little 4-part series of what you should be watching while you're in isolation. I'm giving you the hot tip while I'm at my bar. So what movies should you watch? Bang, I've got another 5 for you. Another 5 days. Can't go wrong. So let's do it. Let's do this. Let's watch a movie. Thank you everyone that watched the first episode. This is only a 4-part series that I'm doing unless you guys want more, but that's all I'm gonna do. Hey shit, you probably don't even want 2, 3 and 4. Well, I know my troll doesn't, but we've got a movie for him on number 4. So we're going the Australian genre today. We're gonna go Australiana today. Now, for your next 5 days, you've got a lot of Australian watching to do because these are long ones. And we're not going fully horror, so I know that I gave you heaps of horror on the first episode, so this one might be a little bit more for the people that don't like the horror. But there's still murder. There's still murder in it, okay? So the first one is Catching the Lat. This was a 2-part TV series. 2-part series that was on either Channel 9 or 7 or something like that back in 2015. Catching the Lat follows the life of Ivan the Lat, the backpack killer. So you will see him, how he dragged his victims into his car, how he lured them into his car, how he gave people, backpackers, rides and just got their trust and then killed them. So this is the true life story of the sick, disgusting fucking Ivan the Lat who needs to rot in hell, Ivan the Lat. So Ivan the Lat needs to rot in hell, but if you've only heard of the story of Ivan the Lat before, this Catching the Lat 2-part series is on Stan, definitely worth watching. Now I didn't watch it when it was back on TV, but I've now watched it since on Stan here, and wow, there was so much things I didn't know. He was a sick piece of shit, and he deserves to fucking rot in hell. Watch that. Very, very, very good bio movie, 2-part series. Watch that shit. I give that 8.5 out of 10. Don't like that it's actually a true story, but it must be watched if you don't know the whole story. Next Aussie one is on Stan as well, so I hope you have Stan, everyone, as well as Netflix. It's only $10 a month, so why not? This is In Excess, I Will Never Tear You Apart. Now this movie was brilliant. I am giving this, now a lot of people ridiculed this when it was on telly, and I missed it when it was on telly, and I don't like watching stuff on telly with the fucking TV commercials and all that shit. I love Michael Hutchence, I love In Excess. Australian icons. If you have not seen Never Tear Us Apart, please watch this. It's a 2-part series as well on Stan. Goes for a while. I've actually brought this on Blu-ray. I like it that much. Why do I need to have it on Blu-ray? I just need to own this. I give this 10 out of 10. I love it. The bloke that plays Michael Hutchence is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant, in my opinion. So this is the story of In Excess and their personal lives and their rise to fame from Australian pubs all the way to stadiums around the world, and you get to see all the love affairs that Michael Hutchence has. You get to see the cool concerts and how they broke from being just that pub band going to the big time. And Michael Hutchence, you are a fucking legend, and you're always going to be a legend. It sucks that you died. You need to, there was so much I didn't know as well that happened to him, so watch that. That's a 10 out of 10 for me. Never Tear Us Apart, In Excess. Love that. It's on Stan. Bang. Okay, the next movie is a true story as well. So we're going 3 for 3 Australian stuff here. Another true story.
Who do you think you are? Telling me What to watch? No one watches you anymore. They only watch me. Welcome to the thumbs down party.
Another true story. This one I gave 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Will I watch it again? Yes, down the line, but not straight away because it's a little bit disturbing of the true story that happened. Now, of course, this happened in Adelaide, but this is the story of the bodies in the barrel. Now, everyone's heard about the story of the bodies in the barrel. I'm sure you've heard this little stories of all this shit before. We all heard it. This family was fucking sick. This family was fucking sick. Now, this is called Snowtown. So, of course, this is based on true events. So, the 16-year-old Jamie, he falls in with his mother's new boyfriend and his crowd of self-appointed neighborhood watchmen. Yes, they are fucking sick. They are absolute sick, this bunch of people, and this is a fucking true story that happened in the northern Adelaide suburbs, I am pretty sure. Now, this is a relationship that leads to a spree of torture and murder. Absolute disgusting murder, and the things that happen to some of these people. I didn't even know some of this shit even really happened in Australia, and it's crazy, and it's great watching some of these things on Stan and seeing bio movie pics about our country and some of the crime that has actually happened and how horrible some of the shit was. So Snowtown, I'm giving 8 out of 10. I don't want to give too much away because a lot of people do know about the bodies in the barrel already, and just watch that. This happened in Adelaide, and these are a bunch of sick fucks. Have a watch of this. There is some very disturbing scenes. Just want to warn you, there's some disturbing scenes because they are sick fucks, okay? This is another Aussie movie. Well, this was filmed in Australia anyway. It has Melissa George in it, who is an Aussie anyway. So this we found on Netflix or Stan. Hold on. So this is on Stan. All of today's stuff is Stan. Today is Stan's movie picks, all on Stan, all Australian Stan stuff. So Triangle, this was good. We gave this 8 out of 10. This is a movie that just keeps going around and around and around. It really makes you fucking think. Yes, there is some murder, and yes, there is some horror theme and all that, but it's mainly one of those ones that makes you jump and makes you think as well at the same time. So this starts off with Melissa George on a yacht with a group of friends, and she can't shake this feeling that there's something wrong. Her suspicions are realized when the yacht hits a storm, and the group is forced to board a passing ocean liner to get to safety. And Melissa George, this is a ship that she's convinced she's been on before. The ship appears deserted. The clock on the board has stopped. They're not alone, but someone is intent on hunting them down one by one. And Melissa George unknowingly holds the key to end the terror. Now, I thought this was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant. It is one of these movies that just keeps on going around and around and makes you think. And that's what you want. You want to have something that makes you think at the moment. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. I gave it 8 out of 10. I only gave it 8 out of 10. We really enjoyed this movie. It's not a true story. Not a true story, but it's another one for the Aussie movies at the moment. Get that in you. Get that in you. 8 out of 10. The Triangle. That's only on Stan. Okay, the fifth thing I've given you, I think there's 8 episodes of this to watch, so you might need a little bit more time than 5 days for all this stuff. But once again, another one that's on Stan. Now, I loved the first Underbelly season. I loved Underbelly. But then the next 3 Underbellies after that absolutely sucked a major dick. I hated them. I didn't like them at all. But this one, Underbelly Season 5, now this is called Badness. Underbelly Badness. This was brilliant. Once again, true story. You've got to see this. I didn't know about any of this. I didn't know any of this. So Season 5 of Underbelly, just based on the criminal activities of the recently convicted Australian kidnapper, murderer and drug dealer, Anthony Parrish. He was known as the Rooster. Now his criminal activities around the Sydney suburb of Lindfield, New South Wales police strike force finally apprehend him after almost a decade of intense surveillance and information. But Anthony Parrish would never have been caught if it wasn't for the dedication of one New South Wales police officer. And the series covers the homicides, the kidnapping, the firearm offences, and the drug dealing committed under the direction of Anthony Parrish and his brother Andrew Parrish, and various other criminal associates as well, and motorcycle clubs in it as well. But this police officer, he didn't give up. He was not giving up, and it's a good 10-year story in 8 episodes. Underbelly badness. I loved it. I gave it 8 out of 10. It was brilliant. All the other Underbellies really sucked compared to the first one, so this one really brought it back for me, and I was very happy with this. So there's my 5. There's my 5 for this week. It might take you a little bit longer because you've got a few 2-part series, and then you've got an 8-part series there. So I'm going to give you a little bit more than 5 days. Give us a thumbs up if you do want me to recommend you anything else. I was going to do a 3rd and 4th episode, and you know what, I might fucking do it anyway. Why the fuck not? Who cares? Fucking why not? So hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up, thumbs down, do what the fuck you want. I'm not your boss, I can't tell you what to do, but remember, these are my personal tastes of what I enjoy and what I like. So thanks so much guys for watching. I'll see you whatever I do next, because, well, we're not thrifting, we're just fucking watching. So why not watch a little bit of fucking Netflix and Stan? Cheers guys, see you later.